Hello, and welcome back to Average Arcader. I'm Chuck, and it's time for another Minecraft tour. But before we go through the tour, I wanted to first break down just how the build went, some of the challenges I had during the build, while footage of the build plays in the background. That way people can get a sense of exactly how I do these builds. I've been posting many of these builds online on Instagram, and I've been getting a lot of comments of people going, "There's no way you did that." I'm like, well, if I start showing footage of me doing it, breaking down how some of this is done, I figured it'd be easier for people to believe that, I'm actually doing it. So this build here is a Stronghold build that I'm building in the Nether. Naturally, one of the first challenges while in survival and building in the Nether is all the lava and the mobs. The lava, of course, is pretty easy to get by once you make fire resistant potions. I mean, it's pretty easy. Just always have one with you, and if you fall, drink it and you're good. That's pretty easy. But as for the mobs, that's a bigger challenge, because until a certain point, they're almost always spawning in until you get an area almost perfectly clear and perfectly lit. Especially being in the Nether, you have to get it like exactly right, otherwise you will be constantly fighting off mobs, and that's just the only thing. It just takes a little patience, but by the time it's done, you feel really good about it. Second challenge, well, third challenge really, is materials. I built this particular stronghold out of a lot of materials that are not in the Nether, so there was a lot of going back and forth, and because of how big I make my builds, a lot of mining, a lot of carrying back and forth. But I find it fun, I find it relaxing, and I have the proper tools. Every survival build, I try to make sure I make all the tools I need to be able to harvest as much resources as I need to harvest, basically non-stop. So that's a lot of tools with mending. You need a shovel with mending, you need a pickaxe with mending, you need a regular axe with mending. Basically every single tool or weapon that you can put mending on, you want to put it on. That's why I go around with a trident, not a sword, or a bow, because although you can put infinity on a bow and it basically will never run out of arrows, you can't put mending on a bow. But you can put mending and loyalty on a trident. Loyalty brings it back to you, and mending heals it, so you basically have something that you can constantly use to defend yourself that never breaks. So that's basically how I'm able to do these builds in survival. I have a lot of tools that I use that are basically set up to where I can always use them forever, thanks to mending. Now, the downside with that is you spend a lot of time working on finding books that have mending and all the different things you need on them. That also takes time. But fortunately for me, this is a server I have a lot of friends on that I've been playing on for a while, so I already have the building tools ready to go. I just had to simply find a location that I wanted to build in and just start building. All in all, that's pretty much all the real challenges that you're going to have, next to just having a lot of patience, because it's not going to go up quick. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of calculation, but I find it relaxing, I find it fun, and I truly enjoy it. So that's about all I really had issues with in this build. I had fun doing it, and now I'm going to go ahead and play some music in the background and show you guys the full tour. I hope you enjoy.